Hello. The topic of today is, should America be the police of the world? Today, French President Macron came out with a statement saying that NATO is brain dead and that the allies of America can no longer depend on America to take care of their interests. Now, this is very sad because of two reasons. First of all, let's be clear. America has enemies. And second of all, the reason that we are Americans, or that we can live the American life, is because we police the rest of the world. So let's go back to point number one, because it's much easier to understand. Like, America has enemies, and America has a lot of enemies. Now, I don't work for the National Security Agency and I don't work for the CIA, but we can all agree, we can pretty much all agree that America has enemies. And for what reasons? There are a lot of reasons, but let's deal with the most simple of the reasons. Something that we can all understand. Jealousy. America is the greatest country on earth. America is that quarterback, that blonde, blue-eyed quarterback that is killing, and then all the girls want to date, and that he's the man on campus. America is that guy. America is the big brother, the cool big brother that comes into the room, slaps you around a little bit from time to time, and takes what he wants. But at the same time is the big brother that gives you his old beat up car that, he doesn't want anymore because he got a new car, and you love it because you don't have a car at all. So America has it going on when you compare it to the rest of the world. And that creates a jealousy, a natural human, I don't know if it's good, but it's a natural human thing that happens in all levels of human interaction. People become jealous, countries become jealous, and that is one of the reasons that I believe that America has enemies. So with that being said, America has enemies, people that want to take this country down, regardless of what it means to the citizens. But let's go to the second point. America is America because it has been policing the rest of the world. If you look at what America has been doing for the last 60, 80 years, that is exactly why America is the most powerful country in the world. It's not because we haven't been doing what we've been doing. It's not now that we should stop doing what we've been doing that has made us the most powerful country in the world since World War II. We should keep doing it. We should even do it more, because policing the world allows America to be safe, allows us to live this American lifestyle, this dream per se, nightmare for others, but the American dream. So if you start to pull back and stop policing and stop getting involved in the places of conflict in the world where, let's be clear, America is the big brother that wants to give you a ride to your boy's house because he wants to holler at your boy's big sister. Because America doesn't get involved because we have a big heart or we are more generous than other people. No, we get involved because it's always to our interest. And because we are everywhere, we can react quickly. That's our power. If we start to pull back our resources, our people, our military from around the world and make America first, that will be the very cause why America will not be first. Because we can reach out and touch you at anywhere in the world very quickly, quicker than any other nation. That is our power. That is why we should not stop policing the world. We should police the world even more. We should get way more involved in all the conflicts and create our peace. Even though that means that there is enemies and conflicts, it is better for us to be involved than not to be involved. Another way to put it is, By being involved, by being out there, by having military bases, by having assets all around the world, that creates a buffer zone. America is blessed to be this country that has, two borders: the Mexican border to the south, the Canadian border to the north. Friends of ours. We have the Atlantic on our east, and we have the Pacific on our west. The big oceans that protect us from potential enemies. So if you take away, so with that being said, then you have the buffer zone, which I consider the American bases and assets that are everywhere in the world. Now, if you start to pull back on this network, what you're doing is you're essentially pulling back the buffer zone that keeps America so safe, that makes us feel like we can get up in the morning and go pursue our dreams, instead of having to worry about people shooting at us or cutting us or hanging us or imprisoning us. That is why I believe that it is highly important for America to keep a strong military presence in all the world and to be involved everywhere where there is a conflict. We should be there in some shape or form to guide the results of that conflict to our favor. Now, that is what we have always done. And that's what we should continue to do. So I think that the idea that we should, and of course, I think that President Trump is correct when he says that the other countries in NATO are not paying their fair share. I'm sure the books show that. But I'm sure that there's a trade-off in the sense of America, you pay all this money and we'll let you put your bases right here in our soil and let your GIs every once in a while rape one of our teenage girls. Let one of your corporals drunk drive and kill one of our cycling teenagers. And we'll turn a blind eye to all these infractions that are done by your people and by your military in these foreign countries on foreign soils. We'll let you pile up your military assets from England all the way to Japan, all around the USSR, all around Russia. I wonder why that is. Why are everything pointed towards Russia? So that we can be safe from Russia and that you can have the advantage on Russia, because Russia doesn't have, until this administration, have any military capabilities, or did not have any major military capabilities in this hemisphere, while America is all over that hemisphere. India, Philippines, Italy, they're all over the place. Poland. So the original thing is America should police the world. That might not be the best thing that the world likes, but it's the best thing for us. It's the best thing for America. And the idea that we should, and I say that, and I understand that there are often Americans who lose their lives doing exactly what I'm saying is policing the world. And that's unfortunate. That's sad. But at the same time, it's for the greater good. There's a reason why the men of the 60s, the men of the 70s, the men of the 80s who ran the United States government decided to do what they did to make us today the most powerful nation in the world. It wasn't always like that. We weren't always the most powerful nation in the world, because Pearl Harbor happened. The Japanese flew and bombarded Hawaii like there was no tomorrow. So at that time, we were not considered, this untouchable nation that you should never touch. Today, besides the terrorists who don't have a nation, they are that's why they're terrorists. Besides the terrorists, America is that nation. And if we continue to think of America as a sole country that can totally take care of itself and is self-sufficient, then we are going to lose our position in the world, and we're going to lose our quality of life. This was Raph coming to you.